So game 2 of our doubleheader, Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. This is the Rockford Lightning and the Indiana Alley Cats. And we're excited. We're going to have Jackson Johnson, one of the top recruits in the state of Utah, be on the floors, on the drive and make. There for the Alley Cats is Jaden Haskell, young man out of Farmington High School. And a little bit of technical difficulties between games. We'll get that scoreboard up momentarily. As we send that ball to the corner, the 3 on the way does not go for Jason Carter. And on the run are the Lightning. Up top, Jagger Frankham. Here's that up on the angle. Send back out. This is almost Comey Okwar. Now Soren on the inside, hanging on a pivot. Soren Rice has that one taken away. And back down the floor with the Alley Cats. And the layup is there. And a quick bucket there from Jamin Sundrup. That was Jason Carter. Yeah, 68 and 69 down there, and I should know better because Sundrup with the hair. We'll get both those scores, or the names up here momentarily, too.
Reese, that shot won't go. Nice move there by Hunter Jackson. He couldn't keep it in. A Lightning turning it over.
That was not a very good call.
And that's official from the organizer, yeah. So we want to make
that was a request.
I didn't know if he was serious or not, but
well, if he says it, it's
Dusty's
going out there.
He's going to go with it. We know Dusty can be opinionated, but sometimes he likes to just hold reservation. But when the organizer says,
when he says, say it. I'm like Ron Burgundy in the teleprompter.
That's right. That's right.
From my ears to my mouth. Up top with Frankham. Aqua sends that one out. The 3 on the way is good from Hunter Jackson.
Yeah, he had such a big week in week 1. Nice to see him dial that in.
His dad, a member of the Rewind team during basketball last year.
Yeah.
And that ball, loose ball, goes down the other way. There's Comey Okwar. Comey along the baseline. And nice job, take advantage of that. He's on the floor, get the foul. We'll get the scoreboard back up. So 1 shot for 2 for Comey. So you think you want to stream.
Huh.
And it's not as easy as it looks sometimes, as that free throw is good, and it's now a 1-possession game, 7-5.
Push the button. Just push the button.
It's all it is.
It's even more of a headache when, 30 seconds before tip, eh?
Oh, my gosh. Especially as we get ready to start, and all of a sudden everything just goes out on you. Internet's a fickle thing sometimes. As Jackson gets in the key and gets it to go.
I made the comparison of him last week, and you see the outside, you see the inside there. I really like Hunter Jackson.
Yeah. But both Hunters, Hunter Jackson, Hunter Hansen.
Yeah. Of course, Jackson just a junior.
Comey with the board off the miss from Sundrup. Now on the run. Here comes Jackson. Dropped that ball inside to Frankham.
Frankham played with his back to the basket a lot in week 1, but early in this one, he's been on the perimeter. I like seeing him back in the paint again.
And Comey gets inside the key, long 2 short. And rebound in the hands of Jason Carter. Pull up Comey with the block. Reese gets turned away. Good hands there by Jason Carter. Here comes Jackson Johnson inside, and Jackson lays that in. Kid had such a terrific 5A championship game on offense and defense. It was really the defense, I thought, that brought that game home.
Yeah.
Haskell saves it. So did Jackson for a moment, but turnover. And I shouldn't say turned over. That ball goes out of bounds off of Jackson and go down the floor with the Alley Cats. As a couple of substitutions come in for the Lightning, and Castagnetto and Wilson. As Jackson sends that into Sundrup. Sundrup backs his way in. Little jump hook over Frankham would not go. Now on the run.
Jamin had that big week 1, too.
Blackham can't get that one to go. Quickly down the floor. How about running the floor? And that's not there from Sam Romer.
How about the pass from Jackson Johnson, though? That thing is 50 feet in the air, threaded through the D. Setting up Romer on the run out.
Frankham off on the 3. Quickly back the other way. This is Heath Christensen out of Cedar Valley. Sends it up top to Johnson. Jackson to Sundrup. Gets it back on a little give and go, but poked away. Here comes Hunter Jackson. Sent out for 3. Back rimmed. And that ball gets to the corner and picked up by Haskell. Jaden on the drive. Hanging on a pivot. So back up to Jackson Johnson. And that one goes off the wayside. Zeke Wilson sends that back to Jackson. Hunter can't get it to go in the rebound. In the hands of Christensen. Johnson, the no look to the corner. And a 3 is good. Sam Romer with 5 points.
A little inside outside from Layton High School. The Lancers getting a lot of love here in week 2 in top 50.
They certainly are. Castagnetto hanging. Drops it into Frankham. And Jack grabbed that one. Slots away, but he's fouled. We'll go to Heath Christensen. They're going to say in the habitual shooting motion. I'm glad they got those uploaded before we get started in the top 50. The habitual shooting motions.
Oh, yeah.
It's always important. It's important to get your roster imported to Max Preps and the Deseret News so we can get access to them.
That's always
also
nice.
Very important to get the habitual shooting motions uploaded for the officials.
It's also nice to get your schedules uploaded, and that way we don't end up in the wrong spot or predicting the wrong games, right?
Absolutely. Please make sure, coaches who are watching, get your schedules properly uploaded. You should have my number. If you don't have my number, ask someone that has my number and just let me know.
Just find someone who has Dusty's number and get it
Get
from
a hold
them.
of Gus Sopena. Zeke Wilson down the lane, left hand, and got it. I'll make Uncle Kyle smile.
Presuming he's not trying to be quiet around deer this week.
No, and Romer continues the outstanding first half. Now, that's 8 points now for Romer. Come back, and there's the answer, 3.
Yeah,
This game starting to find some rhythm.
Yep, been a little disjointed in the early going, but now finding its flow.
Soren Reese hit that last 3 for the Lightnings. That ball goes out of bounds. It was a pretty take and make there by Zeke.
How do you feel about Zeke wearing 23?
I know his uncle's proud and excited. His dad, too. I don't think they got to pick their numbers. I think they were assigned the numbers based on what
you
you
got to feel
saw.
pretty good if you get given 23, though, right?
That is preferred treatment from the top 50. I didn't even ask for it. I didn't. His dad wore number 22 in baseball.
Okay.
Dad, Zach, played baseball here at Slick before going on his mission and to Houston.
How about the citizenship award? There's a player had to run to get gum in the trash can and missed it. They weren't going to leave that on the wood floors here at Slick. Castagnetto goes and cleans it up.
Hey, remember the old commercial back in the day, Tell the Truth? Coach, went off me. It got home. The message got home. Is Zeke in the lane. Beautiful fall away from Zeke Wilson. 4 points here in the half. Kyle did not have that in his repertoire. And I'm just waiting for the text. Because he did. I saw him do that a lot.
I'll tell you, he had coaching in his repertoire. That guy did a nice job.
He did. Only Carbon win in the state tournament since 1992.
Yeah. He made Dusty very proud.
I almost cried that night. I'm not going to lie.
I don't give Dusty flack, but obviously there are a lot of really good performances when teams play Carbon, and I always feel, because I don't want to rub it in and make Carbon look bad, but that was a time where Dusty had a lot of pride in his Carbon Dinos, and he should have. Those were really, really good teams.
Beat Tooele. We were at Lone Peak that night. I was getting updates from Kyle's wife, Michelle. As Zeke pulls, And, oh, he was feeling it. That ball goes off. Nice hustle and out of bounds, and the ball will go back to the Alley Cats.
That was one thing about Zeke last week. He's got a lot of lift on his shot.
Yeah, he does. Gets up.
It's going to hit the ceiling at Highland, but in every other gym, it's probably good.
Oh, how about the first half for Romer?
Just burst on the scene.
And since we mentioned Carbon County, Kelby Miller, who spent a couple years in Price, like that one. Oh, nice take and make by Komi Okwar. 22-18, our score. Oh, couldn't get that reverse to go, and the rebound to Reese now on the run. Oh, nice take on the blow-by. Couldn't get the layup to go. And the rebound taken by Romer. Sent it quickly ahead. And how about the quick dribble and layup there from Jason Carter?
A nice elevation there from the senior Bulldog.
Back down the lane, and Castagnetto, the Provo Bulldog, draws the foul. I'd like to see get something going there at Provo. Been a while. Coach Drury, even toward the end of Coach Drury reign, was kind of trending the other way. Was there for his last game. We were there for his last state championship in 2007.
It's felt like they've had some pieces there that it was like, oh, maybe this is the year they can put together a run. I mean, they had the playoff game, 3 years ago, where it felt like they were right there. And then
at the U.
Late, had it just
Castagnetto, the other Castagnetto was an underclassman at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Strong move by Carter. And one. Man, that was really nice.
So he doesn't look like he's the girthiest kid, but, man, that's a tough physical play in the block there from Carter.
I loved how quick he brought that ball through, the swipe through and the go over. That was pretty.
You like girthiest?
I hadn't heard that one, girthiest. That's I like. We're going to figure out where to use that more and more often.
Oh, good eyes.
Oh, beautiful pass, and Comey lays that one in. Nice pass from Castagnetto. Say girthiest around Moose, I dare you. Jason Carter can't get it. Ball chase in the backcourt.
Challenge accepted.
It was Easton Duft. Now on the drive, couldn't get that one for Jax Allen. Come back the other way. Contested at the rim, and a nice finish for Colton Blackham.
Tate Bowman was right there with him, made it very tough for Blackham, but Colton had some nice plays last week, and that one is good, being aggressive right to the rim.
Soren didn't get that one. Now the save back into Soren Reese. Jax Allen hands that one back. The three on the way is good from Easton Duft. Tell Wildcat he can smile about that one.
Yeah, young man. Last year we saw him here as a sophomore. Excited to see his growth year over year.
Well, the three goes off the mark from Castagnetto. Quickly on the run. Duft sends that one in the paint. Jax Allen backs out.
I got a great nickname for him, too.
Three on the way. The lefty love wouldn't drop. Colton Blackham on the run. Blackham sends that ball to the corner. Comey Okwar misses the three, and that goes off at Jax Allen.
Tell you, Okwar's doing a nice job of getting open. I mean, there have been a couple times where there's not a defender around him. That time from the corner, fortunate that he missed it, but he's been a slithery player here in this first half.
So a 6-point game as Jackson hits Castagnetto. Nice job moving without the basketball for the easy two. As Duff sends that one over to Carter. Carter going to Okwar. And Jason Carter want to do it all on his own, and Comey Okwar knocks that one away.
Nice clean block there. Like Comey, it feels like he's a little more settled here in week 2.
Yeah. He played a little quick last week.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, getting sped up. Right? A lot of guys had nerves last week, we learned. As Sundrip goes inside, nice job of closing that off a little bit by Comey Okwar.
Yeah. There's not a lot of guys who get Sundrip to kind of change the direction he wants to go.
Hunter Jackson. Off the dribble, off the back of the rim, and the rebound to Jackson Johnson, and he's fouled. But Jackson Johnson can be part of maybe the best team in the state of Utah.
Could certainly be the case.
It'd be them or Corner Canyon kind of coming in is what you'd think into this year. The Corner Canyon graduating Max Toombs is a big deal.
Well, but Corner Canyon gets some new additions this year that are going to make some pretty big splashes in 6A. I don't know if do you know? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't keep track of that stuff.
All right. Well, I'll fill you in. Dusty's going to be a happy man come winter.
Coaches, please upload your roster.
There's a young man who's not in the top 50. He will be in the future, enrolled at Corner Canyon. So,
well, Dallin Hall doesn't have a little. Well, Hayden already graduated.
No,
so.
I don't know if this one's on your
Nick
radar.
Martineau's kid, his son Trip goes down the lane.
I don't know if this one's on your radar, but it will be. You're going to learn really quickly. There's a player at corner you're going to really like.
You can't see my face.
I can.
Okwar misses on the three. Johnson with the rebound. They give me a chance to talk about Corner Canyon for 3 or 4 more years. I'll take it. Sun Trip from the corner. No. The only problem we have is that Corner Canyon and Lone Peak are in the same region this year, so I don't get a chance to see them at least once. I'm not guaranteed.
That's true. That is true.
I'll tell Rob Gertzen I'm taking over his stream. I'm the captain now. Castagneto has that one poked away. And now have a kick there on Haskell. As Wilson and Frankham come back on the floor. You got to get to halftime. I got to find out who this is.
I'll give you a hint, though. Probably won't help much. I covered the player last year in a game. You were not there.
Man, that's hard.
Well, it takes away about 20 schools, so.
Shot doesn't go. Sundrup tips it out. Picked up by Duff. I got to find out who this is. I got some text messages to answer. Sundrup can't get the 3 to fall. And now on the run, Zeke Wilson will step back, sends it back out. Now off the screen with Blackham. Blackham nearly has that one stripped away, sends it back out. Wilson pulls for 3 and short. And the rebound to Johnson, quickly ahead to Duft.
Kind of knew when that left his hand, it didn't come out quite the way he wanted.
Got a little flat in his hand there. That was Aiden Saucedo. And now Wilson on the baseline. Can't get that to go with the left hand. Quickly ahead, Sundrup to Haskell. And he lost it. Reese in the corner. Wilson will pull again. Oh, just slips out.
There's Sundrup.
Sundrup working inside against Frankham. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, Jagger had that rebound. It was just a touch long for him.
Jackson Johnson got his own board. Sends it back out for 3. This game is the lid. It just got on top of both hoops. Three on the way. Saucedo can't get it.
It's a young man going to have a big year at Judge. Big year last year for Coach Kolovrat. Nice to see him in the top 50. Saucedo's going to be a senior. He'll be a special one.
Oh, Sundrup kicked it off the back of the iron, and we're going to have a foul on the rebound. Oh, they're going to call it on the shot. So it puts Sundrup at the line 1 for 2.
I did think it was habitual shooting motion there.
On the tip in?
Yeah.
Sundrup just thought it was on the floor. That's why I thought that, because he kind of just went to the baseline.
And say, fortunately, we don't have to, take the score down to 0.
Well, we're above 15, so just keep rolling. They stopped the clock, so we'll wait here a second. Get this synced back up at 22. As Blackham sends that one back out. And Reese thought he was fouled, and the officials didn't blow the whistle.
I thought there was some contact there.
Clock got stuck there on Preston. 10 seconds. we're going to take this down to 4 seconds. And that will do it. End of the first half. Dane, your thoughts before we go to halftime?
There are moments there where we had flow, but boy, a lot of disjointedness, opportunities for these two teams. I think the first one to get settled, going to be in great position in the second half.
Absolutely. We go to halftime, and it's the Alley Cats 36 and the Lightning 26. You're watching the Utah Top 50 on KSLSports.com and the Rewind Sports Network. So start of the second half, that three doesn't fall. And now on the run, here come the Alley Cats. That three on the way from Heath Christensen is good. And Alley Cats extend their lead by 13. So 39-26. Inside the arc, and that shot drops for Castagneto. See which team settles into this game. Dane mentioned right before we went to the break was that both teams were a little disjointed in the first half. And see what they can figure out as they send that ball to the corner. Nice hands and the takeaway by Blackham. Blackham on the run. Got a defender on his hip, and he's fouled. And that'll put Blackham at the line 1 for 2. As I believe that was Nash Schroeder picking up the foul. And the free throw 1 for 2 is good, 39-30. So it'll come straight away, bring it up on the edge. Now a foul on the entry pass will be to Soren Reese. Going into Jason Carter. As our clock... Give Preston a break on this one. Preston was getting other stuff set up for us. Get that synced at 8:20. But again, when you have these kind of all-star collection of teams, we get a little up and down, but that first half, not indicative of what I think we could see here in the second half. So our first game was a 77-76 finish on a buzzer beater. Three on the way from the corner, doesn't go on the rebound to Hunter Jackson. As Jackson sends that ball outside. Now on the drive, gets a foul, get onside the body. Nice take by Soren Reese. Man, you look at this, what's potential there for Highland High School. We saw McConkey, we saw Drisdom, now Soren. So Soren at the line, 1 for 2. And misses on the free throw. Not good. As Frankham nearly had the steal there. Ball is still loose and picked up quickly on the run. Down the lane, Blackham sends it to the corner. Jackson gives up to Frankham. Jagger off on the three. Oh, good to know Castagneto can grab the rim. Come back the other way. Beautiful. Fine. Allen to
Carter. Started it on the defensive end. The run out gets the finish. I'll tell you, we've seen big men run the floor in both games tonight so far.
They have gone out. It's down the lane. Send that back out. Jax Allen was fouled, and they'll put Allen at the line, 1 for 2.
Can I make an announcement? Beep, 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 beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep, beep. Championship night. Monday, October 30th.
Okay.
At the Delta Center. Girls and boys
6 games
championships.
that night.
It's going to be a full night. So we're going to start a little bit early, but it's going to be
I heard
at the Delta
4:15.
Center. Yeah. It's going to be an early.
Hey, whatever allows me to go trick-or-treating.
But at the Delta Center, Monday the 30th, girls and boys championship. It's going to be awesome.
Good for the Jazz. Thanks
for the Jazz. Yeah, stepping up, supporting this.
Top ball goes out of bounds off of White. Comey couldn't. Thought he hit it off of player of the Alley Cats. And how about this? I keep talking about, Zeke Wilson back in the game, but we also have another Carbon Dino on the baseline. Brad Williams. As that shot doesn't go.
Dusty got 2 dinos in this thing?
The only reason I know is he
you.
played for Kyle at Carbon. And Komi Okwar. I couldn't get that one to stick. Nice pass. Quickly back the other way. Angle 3. Good. How about Carter?
Yeah, he's had a big game.
I'm trying to remember who our new coach is at Provo.
Is there a new coach?
It wasn't KC, is it?
Is there a new coach?
Well, last year they changed coaches, didn't they? It's hard to keep track of some of the coaching changes all over the place.
Yeah, I don't remember an off-season change there.
Wilson turns it over. And that loose ball picked up. Miss on the dunk.
He flushed it earlier.
And Romer made the mistake, came back, found the extra pass, and the 3 there for Castagnetto. You got to flush the memory sometimes to make the mistake.
It's going to be a nice duo, Castagnetto and Carter.
Could Kyle Collinsworth join the staff, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, nice fall away there from... Man, so impressed with Jason Carter. Oh, man, that was a nasty move from Hunter Jackson, and got that one to drop.
That's a tough one to try to defend. Good luck.
So they got it 48-35. We'll match him. And it's back down the other way. That shot doesn't go. Rebound and now on the run with Aiden Saucedo. Castagnetto didn't see the defender coming over. Turns it over. Little 2-man game on Komi Okwar, and now the layup there for Heath Christensen. Saucedo being pressured by Christensen. Saucedo hands back to Castagnetto. Castagnetto with the blow-by, reverses and scores. And the 3 tipped out by Carter. And now another 3 from Jax Allen won't go. Rebound to Wilson. Zeke on the run. Oh, that was pretty.
How about the hang there from the Carbon Dino?
Man. Make Grandma Wilson happy to see that move. I know Zach couldn't do that. I think Kyle could have. I didn't know Zach can. Oh, nice take and make on the other end from Tate Bowman. And so some substitutions as Wilson Jackson and Saucedo come off the floor as Frankham, Reese, and Blackham come back on. Okwar sends that back out to Blackham. Blackham got by his defender.
Drive. He's shown a couple times that burst on those driving lanes.
And the lefty Love finds the bottom of the net there from Sawyer Sutton. Castagnetto for 3.
A long ball starting to find its range here tonight for both sides.
Castagnetto's not been bashful, but he also has gotten some of those to drop. Come back, another lefty looking there, would not drop in the rebound. Taken by Soren Reese, now on the run. Blacking's up to Castagnetto. And Castagnetto again, Junction extended, no. Rebound to Jackson Johnson. Jackson comes back the other way. Jackson Johnson and 1.
And that's what makes him so tough. I mean, he can run the floor, very speedy, good ball handling. You see him use that body to help shield away the defender to finish at the rim. We've seen him hit the outside J. all-around kind of player in Jackson Johnson.
You know, Jackson Johnson reminds me of, and I don't know if you watched him since you were in the state, as they sent that out to Castagneto for 3. And it might be too much praise, but I think he's right there. Britton Johnson. Reminds me of a young Britton Johnson, that 98 Utes team, also at Murray.
Yeah.
Very much reminds me of.
I never saw Britton in high school. I saw Britton a little bit, in college, but only a couple of times.
Freshman player of the year.
Yeah.
They just had that range. He could shoot it. He played good defense. Kind of did a little bit of everything.
Well, he could be the like. I mean, Utah's in his Final Four, I believe, so.
I don't know where Britton's calling him. Britton lives in Draper. Well, he used to. Maybe now it's St. George, actually. So I don't know if he's connected to our collective or not. Send out for 3. Back rimmed. And by the way, not my collective. That's the new name of the collective. Renamed for another time. Is that one fouled? No call. Reese got that back in the hands of Johnson. Jackson. I thought he was just giving up the foul there. Duff thought maybe he's out of bounds. Goes at Jagger Frankham, got past him, sent to the corner. Jackson Johnson looked out the 3, tipped out by Sundrip. Haskell couldn't handle that pass. Here comes Kobe.
That looked like a Stephen A. first pitch right there. A little bounce pass. Of course, that's a good play in basketball, not so much in baseball.
That's good.
You like that?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I don't usually watch that show, but now it comes on before my favorite show. And they even had his sister on.
I never watched the show, but there was a lot of talk about that before. And so I was like, I got to see how that turned out. And it was kind of pleasing to see how that turned out.
Oh, that was awesome. The only reason I watch any of it now is when it leads into the show that comes after it. But
Full House?
Yeah, Danny Tanner coming up next. 3 on the way, back rim. Johnson can't keep that one in play. Oh, they're going to call that off of Reese. I guess Danny Tanner was a sports guy.
Sports anchor.
Yeah.
Yeah, in old San Francisco.
Rebecca Donaldson.
Of course, he was a Steve Young fan before anyone here was.
Anyone here. Johnson over to Haskell. Well, a shot put at 3 wouldn't go. Quickly down the floor. Oh, Zeke wasn't looking, and that ball goes into the lobby.
Basketball wanted some concessions. Of course, if you're here at Slick, concessions in the foyer.
No, there's concessions down there. Okay.
No, I know. That's what I said. If you're here, there's concessions.
Oh, I said I didn't know there was. I said.
Oh, yeah.
Sundrip from the corner. Got it.
Talk about poised for a big year.
I think so, too. Drop that into Frankham, and that's off of Frankham. Good hands there by Sundrip. Kind of popped that one loose, and Jagger couldn't get it back. As Carter will come back on and get Johnson off the floor. Haskell got past Wilson, and then we'll have a foul on the drive. I don't think Brad got the message. He's supposed to just let that one show him.
I was going to say, you can hear that from up here. So,
Coach Wilson make him run ladders for that one. But free throws coming up for Haskell. And the free throw no good. Saucedo with the rebound. In this game, we thought we'd see a little more rhythm second half. Really haven't gotten this team settled in. These step out of bounds.
Used to that wider floor at Carbon High School.
Well, it is wider just because of the three-point line comes all the way out. You got to get used to this stuff. I blame that he didn't have the first game. Last week he was here 3 hours before everything and shot the whole time. So Jackson.
That's one way to get acclimated to a different gym.
That's what I thought. But good on him. Carter, nice job of Reese staying in front. Here's Sundrip just going to pull it short and rebound to Frankham. Leaves it for Reese, back rimmed. Sundrip with the board and run out. Beautiful.
Guess who?
Carter. Hey, you're looking like Tanner Gregory out there.
Any guess who our player of the game may be tonight?
That's called a tease. Carter draws the foul.
Well, and then you go and make a play like that. I mean,
one foul could ruin everything. Like an interception ruins a Heisman campaign, apparently. So it's going to put...
Or a 14-point win against Arizona State.
That ruined it?
Yeah, he's not the Heisman favorite anymore. Did you know that?
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
Well, if we don't have someone from Ohio State in the mix in the top 5, you can get Ryan Day all worked up.
Well, it's Ohio State against the world. It has been forever and will continue to be. Nobody loves Ohio State, so it's a tough life.
They always just
tough
pick
life.
on him. They just pick on him. Drop that ball inside to Carter. Man, he's getting abused down there. Yeah, you get that on the top of the hand. That hurts.
Yes, it does. That basketball's not as forgiving as you might think.
And usually you have a little more fans and you don't get to hear the reaction. You hear Carter like, ow. Affected the free throw. I don't think if you're gonna get the foul, at least get him on top of the hand. Affect the free throw. It's next level basketball right there. Drop it into Reese. Back out to Frankham. Jagger. Saucedo. Jagger for 3. No. Reese fighting for the rebound. Be able to get it and put it in. Remember, over the back is not a foul.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's a loose ball foul, not over the back. So Castagnetto will come back on. Drop it inside. Couldn't get the jump hook to go. Hunter Jackson with the rebound.
That's a great move to set up that shot, though. Good use of that power dribble, that step inside.
Oh, that was pretty there from Hunter Jackson in transition. Cut it down to 8. No, nobody home. Got a chance to get it to a 2-possession game. Okwara will come on for Reese. Castagnetto goes at his teammate Carter, sends it back out to Frankham. Jagger hands back to Saucedo. Saucedo into Frankham. Mouse in the house, but gives it up to Jackson, and Hunter Jackson with 5 quick points, and it's a 5-point game. Timeout. Put 2:20 on the clock as they'll have a break, and we'll take it with them. We'll be right back. 2:20 left. A 5-point game is Hunter Jackson taking control of the offense for the Lightning, trying to bring them back in this one. Down the lane, give it back up to Carter, and Carter hits a free throw line extended shot, just like Tanner Gregory.
He's got to be 15, 18 points tonight, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. As Hunter Jackson can't get that one to go, rebound to Jackson Johnson. Jackson dribbles right down the lane, gives it back up to Carter, and pushed the lead back up to 9. Castagnetto dribbled off the foot of Romer. Send around to Castagnetto. Missed on the 3, and Johnson gets the board, sends it up the floor. Oh, reverse it and score for Jax Allen.
Yeah, that's a nice finish for the future Tiger. That might be the one that seals it.
Oh, that won't go for Hunter Jackson. That'd be quick, kind of like your responses. Sometimes you want to text a response back. Sometimes you have to go with the thumbs up and the heart. You've got to be quick here. Last 48 seconds. Oh. Uh-oh. It wasn't responding. I wasn't even on pressing. The clock wasn't responding to my clicks. Send that ball to the corner to Haskell. Now, pardon me, that was taken away. Hunter Jackson with the rip and the dunk for Hunter.
He's had a nice last couple of minutes trying to keep his team in this game.
7 points in the last couple of minutes.
Yep.
Turn that one over, send it back out. Carter, why not? Why not?
My goodness. That's like Steph range.
For the volleyball line. And that will do it. Final score, the Indiana Alley Cats 73, the Rockford Lightning 61. We're going to do this anyway, but your top 50 player of the game.
Any doubt? I mean, what a game tonight from our Provo Bulldog. Man, fantastic game from Jason Carter, and an exclamation mark with the kill.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, you
the
like that?
10-meter kill. Yeah.
Jason Carter, our player of the game.
And again, our final score, the Indiana Alley Cats 73 and the Rockford Lightning 61. For Vince Francis and Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and for watching Utah Top 50 Basketball on KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. Game 3 of our triple header coming up.